Hi buddy, welcome back to Cat's Book Nook. Today is my weekly wrap-up video. It is Sunday, September 24th, the Sunday before I go on vacation. Yay! Sorry, I'm super excited to go on vacation. Not this full week coming up, but the following week. We are going on our first international ever vacation together. So we will see how that goes, and I will post a video when we get back to let you guys kind of know what happened, what books we got read, things like that. Because I'm still going to do a weekly wrap-up. It's just going to be on October 9th versus October 8th. So, with all that being said, this week I got through 3 books. All of them were audiobooks. I tried to get through The Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness, which if you read my to-be-read list, it was one of the books that I hadn't read that I picked up off of my shelf that I wanted to try to get through this month. I'm about halfway through it. It's actually a really good book, but I'll talk more about that when I get to my books in progress. So, with that, the 3 books that I got read this week were... Sorry. Not really all that prepared for this one today. I don't know why. I should have been prepared. Alright, so the 3 books that I got through this week, the first one was Beautiful Darkness by Garcia and Margaret Stohl. This is the second book in the Beautiful Creature series. I liked this book, but I didn't because Ethan comes off as a whiny little person, and while he knows that Lena does not always mean no, that she's wrapped up in the grief of losing her uncle from book 1. Sorry, spoiler. But after losing her uncle, it seems like she's going dark, and it's him trying to deal with that fact while still trying to save her. And I guess it's kind of a little bit of a love story, or a lot of a love story, depending on how you look at it. But I don't know. I just want to finish the series because I liked them before, and I wanted to see how I'd deal with them now as an older person. I think I read the entire series 4 years ago. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I actually have... I'll get to that in a second. So, the second book that I read, or listened to, was Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. Second book in the Lunar Chronicles trilogy. I like this book better than Cinder. A lot of people said the exact same thing, was that this book, because it doesn't focus all on Cinder, it actually focuses on Scarlet and Wolf between the chapters of Cinder and Thorn. It had more flow to it, and it introduced characters better than the first book, which was basically just focused on one section of the city, 2 main characters, and what they're going through and what they find out. So that was good. The third book that I read that I don't have a picture for was Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. I don't know if it was the narration or the narrators or what. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to like this series. I did put Linger on my list. That is actually going to be in the books, the new books that I'm going to talk about here in a few minutes. But I'm not entirely sure how I felt about it. Because I liked Sam's character. Sam's character seemed fantastic. And I liked the narrator that they had for Sam. But I didn't like Grace's character, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the narrator for Grace's part. She sounds very nasally and very whiny. And maybe... the story was good. The story was okay. It was decent. It wasn't meh, and I'm really hoping the second book is better. So that is actually on my list of things to read. So, with that, those are the 3 books that I got through this week. The in-progress books, A Discovery of Witches, still doing Harry Potter, still doing Burnt Mountains, and I started listening to, let's see if I can pull it up for you guys. I was not really impressed with this book so far, and I think this is why I only got through 3 audiobooks, because this book is actually very short to listen to, but The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. Going through his reviews, or the reviews of the book, it didn't seem like a lot of people particularly cared for it. Like, this was not the best written Patrick Ness book there is. And the basic storyline goes, what if you're not one of the chosen people? What if you're not a kid that is wrapped up in a fairy tale, or the Harry Potter of the generation, or you're not the kids that go through the closet and go to Narnia, or heroes, heroines, you're not any of that. So the story focuses on Mike, who I want to say is bisexual, because he talks about liking both males and females, but he likes girls more, and when he fantasizes, it's more girls than anything else. So, but he and Jared seem to have this guy-on-guy relationship that seems a little bit more than platonic. And then with his mom being in politics, his mom is just... there's really no good way to say it. She is just plain evil. And the fact that it seems like she's more into her career than she is into her kids. And she has 3 kids. And it kind of... I don't know. It kind of bothers me that she's more politically geared towards herself and what's good for her career versus what's good for her kids. And that doesn't bode very well for me. So I don't want to DNF it because I did want to read it. And it's been on my to be read list for a while, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm like a third of the way through it. So I've got about 4 hours left in it. So we will see how far I get into that. So, new books. Picked 2 books up from the library this week. One was the After Alice book that I put on hold because I couldn't do the narration last week. The second book was The Fifth Season. I picked that book back up because I still really want to read it because I would really like to know what the hype was about. A lot of booktubers like it. So, we'll see. Hopefully I can get to that book before we go on vacation, or at least start it before we go on vacation. From OverDrive, the books that I picked up this week were Dream Dark, which is the 2.5. Dream Dark, it's the middle book between Beautiful Darkness and Beautiful Chaos, which is down there that I need to listen to too. Dream Dark is Link's part of the story because in book 2, spoiler, Link gets bitten or attacked by an incubus, and he is starting to show signs of becoming an incubus without being born into it. And they're trying to come to terms with how to handle that. It's only about three hours long, so it shouldn't take me that long to listen to, and I'll probably listen to that at work. I also picked up Dragon Bones, which is right there. I love Dragon Bones, the story, the book. I have it, I own it, but what I own and what I like, I'd like to listen to on audiobook, which is why I downloaded it on OverDrive. I also got the second book in the Shiver series, Linger, by Maggie Stiefvater. It's not showing up very well in that photo, or on my phone. Just because I wanted to continue the story. So, I think they have Forever available for hold, but I think I'm at 6 books right now. Yeah, I'm at 6 books right now because I still needed to listen to Atlas Shrugged, Beautiful Chaos, and then we'll go from there. I don't think I put any new books on hold this time around. Let me check though. So I've started going between OverDrive and Libby because Libby actually tells me how many weeks it's going to be before I get my books that I've put on hold, which is fantastic. Alright, so I actually need to put another book on hold so that way I can pick everything back up. But I put The Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett on hold, The Girl Before on hold, Passage on hold, which I should be getting that in 4 weeks, and Crest is on hold because that's the next book in the series. 3 weeks for that one, and Every Hearted Doorway by Maguire. I've read Every Hearted Doorway by Maguire. It was fantastic. One of the best books I've read this year. So it will be interesting to listen to the audio version of that. And with that, I didn't buy any books this week, so that is good. I'm trying to stop doing the thumbs up thing because I know in some cultures it's offensive, but for me it's kind of it's something I do when I'm happy and I'm trying to be proud of myself and things like that. So I will try to stop doing that. Anyway, those are the books that I listened to, got through this week, what I have in progress, and what I borrowed from both the library and OverDrive. It is Banned Books Week this week. It's September 24th through September 30th. So if you guys are reading any banned books this week, I would love to hear what you're reading. My banned book that I'm going to try to get through this week is Harry Potter, because in some places Harry Potter did get banned, which I guess I understand why Harry Potter got banned, but at the same time I don't. Like, if you're going after the story for the witchcraft part of it, it doesn't teach you how to do witchcraft. It teaches you how to believe in yourself, how to believe in your friends, how to overcome obstacles. I think somebody had a really good pin about what each story teaches you. I'm not remembering what every single book had something going on that you could pinpoint something in a teenager's life that they're going through, or even as an adult that you're going through. A lot of people in my house, in the Hogwarts Running Club, we talk about dealing with their mentors all the time. You know, we reach out to the people in our house if we're having a rough day, or if we just want to celebrate what's going on in our lives, or if we need advice, or if we're going through something. And the fact that Harry Potter brought all of those people together, it just boggles my mind that is a banned book in places. And I feel very, very sad for people that have not read that book. So, with that, I will shut up. In this video, post it. Let me know what you guys are reading, what you're planning to get through. If you've read any of the books that I've mentioned, or that I'm mentioning in the description box below, because I'm trying to post and tell you guys there what I'm reading too, so you guys can kind of follow along there. Let me know what your opinions of them were. I would love to talk to you guys about them. So, have a great Sunday. With that, yeah. I keep saying with that, but anyway, I'm rambling. Have a great Sunday. Have a wonderful week. I will do a book tag later today. Not entirely sure what the book tag is going to be, but I will post one because I haven't in a while. And yeah, with that. Bye, guys.